This is beat your home, nigga. Yeah. Go on, get on that ass real quick one time. 144, baby.
Run that shit up, Trey.
They said you get on, you gon' represent. I said, of course. Soon as they crank that beat, I ride that bitch just like a horse. She about to go dumb, yeah, bitch, me whole car. You ain't know they call me Obi-Wan. I come with the force. You gon' ride, yeah, of course. Get it lit up like a torch. You even low or this low, so that bitch is either or. Yeah, I know them niggas ain't cut like that. I swear I'm to our core. Wait up, let me make a call right quick. I'ma start another war. I was hurting when she left, but I don't care about anymore. I need a Vaseline like my Nina Puffer bar. Took a Zoc, watch the dark. Matter of fact, like a dart. Any problem, let them come. We gon' snatch they soul like Shang Tsung. Put them out of service, keep them tools like Miss Harbor Free. Try to hold me, it's way too late. I'm headed straight to the safe. Throw that one up like a trophy. I'm that nigga, ain't no debate. Told them boys we taking over. Call them up like set the date. This shit a piece of cake. Yeah, my bitches came from Whole Foods. Told them put on that top 3. Then bring me my house shoes. Don't make excuses, make moves. These niggas ungrateful, gotta show them UPK rules. I make hits like I can't lose. They said you get on, you gon' represent. I said of course. Soon as they crank that beat, I ride that bitch just like a horse. She about to go dumb, yeah, bitch, me whole car. You ain't know they call me Obi-Wan. I come with the force. You gon' ride, yeah, of course. Get it lit up like a torch. You even low or this low, so that bitch is either or. Yeah, I know them niggas ain't cut like that. I swear I'm to our core. Yeah, I just got off the call. I'ma start another war. Spit a plate up with my niggas, get your knife and your fork. They ain't locked in with the count and with you speaking to me fart. Yeah, I just took the floor. Ain't no cowards in my camp. We still here. Still standing. UPK. We never left the building. Commanding General, your honor. You know. Whoa. Check it out. Rolling to America. Seize everything and bring these crackers to their knees. I need everything and I do mean everything. I know they don't like us. Go ahead and try us. Don't make me call upon the Lord and put this earth on fire. I'm only getting better and I'm only getting higher. And you are getting weaker. That's why you cannot beat us. I know you do not like us. We don't like you neither. You went against the grain. You should be ashamed. You went against a king. Let's just call it treason. Can't wait for killing season. All that shit that you be preaching. Let me see if you believe it. They say they can't be touched. Well, I'm about to put my hands on them. No more missing nice guy. I gave that spirit up. Lord, give me strength so I can tear this city up. Babylon is falling, but it's just not fast enough. Angels with a nigga, so you niggas cannot touch. Ooh, this shit not adding up. Fucking raise it up. Listen to them devils while you let them gas you up. Yeah. Said I pray they understand. I said I pray they understand. This shit not adding up. Fucking raise it up. Listen to them devils while you let them gas you up. Said I pray they understand. Hey, I said I pray they understand.
They want me to bite my tongue, they don't like criticism. Can't say oppressors the devil, YouTube restricted niggas. But they can post bitches twerking, police killing niggas. You can rap about catching bodies and millions listen. Bitches rap about they box and children listen. You say you black and gay, to them you still a nigga. You chasing Susie and Becky, they Emmett Tiller niggas. You got the ones that compromised and you got field niggas. It's a real difference, it make me feel different. When I kick on my boots, tie up a meat tree, I know what we teaching that camp, nobody teaching. These devils telling lies without blinking. They ain't got the integrity, try to reach them. They say they conscious and they woke, but they sleepy. I ain't sparing nobody, I'm going in. It's a rap when I hop up on that podium.
This shit not adding up, fucking raise it up. Listen to them devils while you let them gas you up. Yeah. Said I pray they understand. I said I pray they understand. This shit not adding up. Fucking raise it up. Listen to them devils while you let them gas you up. Said I pray they understand. Hey, I said I pray they understand.
word sharper than an ice pick. On you rappers' necks and it's feeling like some vice grips. Yeah, that's light shit. Send my bro a kite quick. Ties of war, we ain't forget about you. Keep your light lit. Rappers can't see. Most of them scared to witness. Go and close your eyes. There's one right here for the trenches. Bad bitches, natural hair or extensions. Hood niggas that'll probably grip like some dentures. Brothers on them fences. 23 and 1 out. Praying that that commissary hit before it run out. Bitches on the gram, dog filter with their tongue out. Couldn't stay home because they fouled the dugout. Closed casket, burner in the low jacket. My co-captain, riding on these whole rappers. My hoes fabulous. Now I don't mean that derogatory, but I'm a player and there's no my women riding for me. I avoided Maury. I got 2 jets. If I can't make it through for them, then I'm useless. Sit down that roof, Chris, with a couple bosses. After the war, just to count our losses. There's not many. You see a smile on my face, but I'm not friendly. Going on my waist, sipping white Henny. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know lie. Gotta got my heart with my bow tie. Waiting on the swerve in my whole life. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know lie. Gotta got my heart with my bow tie. Living in the swerve in my whole life. My whole life. It's so melodic. When I be dropping this ebonics, this ghetto phonics, it got me on the level supersonic. My bomb atomic, and you know where you can find me. Somewhere probably folding this paper origami. My name is pure as the Sani. My wave is like a tsunami. I went from 0 to 100, feeling like Ricky Bobby. I made a deal with the Reaper. Got a couple wives, they some keepers. Talk a lot of shit, but you can't walk a mile in my sneakers. Bitches go to Miami, come home with change features. Now she got a BBL, her ass fatter. Trying to show up all them niggas that laughed at her. Now when they see her, they only wanna fuck her. They just wanna touch her, they don't wanna cuff her. They just wanna come and kick it with her like a punter. Turned her to a runner, now it's all aboard the train. Fenty on her face, but it's not concealing the pain, it's a shame. So I'm in the hood like some rap snacks. I know niggas kill you and your mama for a scat pack. Dark tech, matte black, they do it for half that. Had you like 90s Missy in a fucking trash bag. I'm from Philly, we don't do bank accounts, just cash app. I spit a verse and I just watch the time slow. This that guy flow, this that shit that rappers die for. This that uncut Tahoe Wall straight from Pablo Escobar. I be at the bar like Moscato. They think it's effort, but no, this that block work. Make the countermeasures, take pleasures, making an op hurt. Light is in the sky, cause every verse is a concert. My mind work at speed y'all can't fathom. Listen to the words of a champion. They can't. The streets need another anthem. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know lie. Gotta got my heart with my bow tie. Waiting on the swerve in my whole life. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know lie. Gotta got my heart with my bow tie. Living in the swerve in my whole life. My whole life.
They killed, give me Isaiah 14 and 21. They did the same thing to my people. So you said that they put millions of my Should a murderer go to jail for murdering? Absolutely. Should a thief go to jail when he steals? Absolutely. Should a robber pay back the money he robbed? Absolutely. So why shouldn't the white man pay for what he did? That's right. That's right.
Was never expected to grow. Just obstacles set in the road. That a result of me selling my soul. The story I'm telling is cold, but yet it's what everyone knows. The white man's the devil is known. America was never our home. Only a place of captivity, safe facility, hating, disfigure me. They claim that I'm lazy, be killing me. Maybe the slavery draining my energy. 400 400 years and counting. The trail of my tears is countless. Main fact of them hairs astounding, but I can't wait till this shit is surrounded. Ready to tangle my king and the angel, be ready to rap. Cracking the sky, nuclear missiles and make it official. I'm capturing every cracker surviving. Put them all in chains where they need to be. Slavery for me. And let the whole world see that with them in the cage and safer in the streets. Put the dog on a leash. Get resolved for the beast. 144, get the ruler show, we could all be at peace. As soon as the trumpets are sound, your kingdom, we busting it down. The only way justice is found, the time for your judgment is now.
Do you see just how it feels? Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a
Look, ain't no remorse in my blood, Slim. It won't be no compromise. Now it's time to feed the worms. Watch his body turn to flies. I clutch iron while you trust the lies. The next Glock I buy gon' be Gen 5. I get it customized. And sending shots off like farewell. Praying payback come back around like a carousel. Still remember your Honda's words ringing in my head like bells. Said you in his body, you fit the Lord, fuck the cartel. Triangle choke, apply pressure to the game like I did Vondale. Payback's a bitch in his dress, she a bombshell. Revenge is dish served cold, I just hope they making oxtail. Glock fresh out the box, I swear it got that new car smell. Made myself a target in the world of mad shooters. That was designed fire for our babies to pass through. In the day of our king's reign, I'll be overzealous. They bought my jealous, I bought brand new parabellums.
Do you see just how it feels? Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a
Hey, Shalom Israel. We the ISUPK started out at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Since 1969, the ISUPK under Commanding General Yohana has been teaching all blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians who you are according to the Bible. Understand? Since 1969, the ISUPK under Commanding General Yohana has been telling blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians that it is high time to separate from our oppressors. You understand? It is time to separate from these monsters. These cruel, evil bastards, it is time to let them go. I know we want to love them. We are the most loving people on the planet. We are the most caring people on the planet. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are you're the most inviting people and the most forgiving people, the most compassionate on the planet. But now it is high time for us to let these bastards go. It is time for us to let go of this stronghold that's been holding us down for over 400 years. And that includes leaving the Christian church, because Christianity is going to tell us to forgive these monsters. They're going to tell us to love these monsters when it is time for us to let go of their hands and let the Lord deal with them the way he chooses to. And how he chooses to, he's going to give us justice in a way that's supernatural. He's going to give us justice in a way that we could never give ourselves, because we're too busy wanting to join hands with these monsters. So it has to take a supernatural power to give us the justice that we deserve from these evil bastards. You understand? And it is high time that we wake up out of this sleep that we've been in for the last 400 plus years and let go of the hand of these evil monsters. Magazar, if you don't mind, give me John 8:32.
It's the book of John, chapter 8, verse 32.
Mm-hmm.
And ye shall know the truth.
And ye shall what?
And ye shall know the truth.
The Lord said, and ye shall know the truth. What is the truth? The truth is that there is one body. It's not many bodies out there. It's only one. And that one body is in the ISUPK under commanding General Yohana.
That's right.
The truth is, the way to fix the black household is to put the man back in the household. You understand? The truth is that it's time for black and brown unity again. It's time for black and brown love again. That's the truth. We've been hating each other for too long. And the crazy thing is, Margazar, Gabar, the crazy thing, Trooper Kwame, is that in us hating each other, we've been loving our oppressor. We chose to hate the ones that went through the struggle with us and love the ones that put us in the struggle.
Right.
You understand? Like we have our minds so backwards that it is ridiculous. A slave with common sense would say, this bastard put both of us through the same struggle. So it would be evil for me to love him and hate you. You understand? But he's taught us how to perfectly hate each other, how to hate ourselves in order to love him. You understand? The truth is that we have to learn to love ourselves again. We have to learn who we are. We have to embrace who we are. And we have to come back to our power. That's the truth. Go ahead and read.
And the truth shall make you free.
And the truth shall what?
And the truth shall make you free.
See, I love this scripture. You know this is my favorite. You know this is my favorite. You understand? Once we know the truth, you understand the truth is going to make us free. All of our brothers and sisters that failed by the hands of our oppressors, they needed the truth. You understand? Like George Floyd needed John 3:16.
Right.
You understand? He needed God to love, to save him alive. You understand? And now because he didn't have the truth, he knows who the devil is. You understand? Sonia Massey now knows who the devil is.
Right.
You understand? Because they didn't have the truth. So like, give me 1 second. Margazak, take it.
Because they didn't have the truth. Understand what I'm saying? And it's so crazy. You know what I mean? It's heavy that he brought that out. You know what I mean? Even her daughter knew from her telling her that this was going to happen. She knew from the beginning that these was the devil. You know what I mean? Came up in her home and unalived her. Understand what I'm saying? It's crazy that happened just like that, and she knew exactly about that before it even happened. You know what I mean? These brothers and sisters that was unalived by the hands of our oppressor knew that these was the devil. You know what I mean? You never trust your enemy. You know what I mean? It's so crazy, right? I want to bring this out while the brother was bringing this out. You know what I mean? Me and the guy had a full-blown debate because he loved his oppressor so much. He cannot fathom the Lord only loving blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. He can't fathom that. That's too much for him to grasp right now because he loved his oppressor. The same people that unalive your people, the same people that you are, they unaliving your people, but you loving your oppressor. Hey, somebody give me the definition of Stockholm Syndrome. Baba Shah. And it's crazy because they love their oppressor so much, they will hate their own brother. And they can't stand to hear that you talking about the Lord only loving one set of people. It's written in the Bible. They would tell you the Lord is wrong for being that way, only loving one people. But that's the words of the Most High. He only chose one set of people. What it was, Amos 6:54. You know what I mean? He said, as for the other people, they're like spittle. You know what I mean? They are nothing to the Most High. And telling that brother that, he don't want to hear that. If someone got it, go ahead and read that for me, Baba Kashar.
Sir.
Go ahead, read.
Stockholm Syndrome. Feelings of trust or affections felt in many cases of kidnapping or hostage taken by a victim toward a captor.
Right. That's it on that.
Sir.
And this is that disease that these brothers and sisters that love their oppressor has. They have Stockholm Syndrome. They love their killer. They love their kidnapper. Understand what I'm saying? They love them with a passion. They feel like the Lord should not punish them. Punish them for the things that they did, for the crimes that they committed. The Lord should love them. They should love them. But you know what? Damn them. Damn the oppressor. Because what we want justice. We want justice for Trayvon Martin. We want justice for Tamir Rice. We want justice for George Floyd. And damn sure we want justice for Sonia Massey. We want justice for them. But what you don't realize, that salvation is only for the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. The ones y'all call Negroes, spits, and wetbacks, and savages. Salvation is only for those people, for us as Israelites. You can't help because you want to be like, what is Martin Luther King? You want all the white girls? Salaki. You don't love your own kind. You hate your kind. You hate your people. This is your nation. So if you hate your own, you hate Yahushua, who you inwardly call Jesus Christ. You hate him because Jesus Christ, who you call Jesus Christ, he loved black people. He loved Hispanics and he loved Native Indians. And that's the truth. Salaki.
Hey, damn right. Get Genesis 25 and 23.
Wakana.
Trooper Quan, where you at?
Lucky, sir, I'm here.
Get Psalms 55 and 20. What the brother was saying is absolutely correct. 1 second. Salakia, what the brother was saying is absolutely correct and so on point, man. Like, for too long, we have been seeking justice. You understand? And things in a people that cannot save us. You understand? Our justice is getting ready to come from something supernatural. You understand? Our justice is getting ready to come from the Most High Power himself. You understand? We look for justice every 4 years in the voting booths. You understand? That's where we feel like our justice is gonna come from. We feel like if we vote for the right person, then everything will start to change. Things will get better. Cops gonna stop unaliving us. They're gonna stop deleting us in an alarming rate. They're gonna stop doing the things they do to us. Here's the truth. Here's some medicine. These monsters are going to continue to unalive us at an alarming rate until we learn to serve our power the way we're supposed to serve the Lord. You understand? Until we learn to give back to the Lord what we're supposed to give back to him, which is what? Our bodies as a living sacrifice. You understand? Until we learn to obey him, our oppressors is going to continue to do what they're doing to us.
Right.
But we're going to show you what justice is. You understand? We're going to show you the justice that we're going to get. First, we're going to show you these monsters. Go ahead and read.
Khan, this is the book of Genesis, chapter 25 and verse 23.
Mm-hmm.
And the Lord said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb.
This is the Lord talking to Salakia. Let me get Gabar back up here. This is the Lord talking to through the prophets to Jacob or Israel's rib. So like not not Jacob's rib, but Jacob's mother. You understand? She's wondering what's going on with her. She's wondering why she's in so much pain. You understand? This is Isaac's rib. She's wondering why she's in so much pain. So she went to what they called back then a seer. You understand? And the prophet of the Lord said, 2 nations are in thy womb. Go ahead and read.
2 nations are in thy womb,
Mm-hmm.
and 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels.
Shall be put together.
Shall be separated from thy bowels.
Here's the problem. We read these scriptures and we still fail to understand that the Lord separated us from the birth of our foreparents. You understand? They don't fail to realize that, because they unalive us at an alarming rate. They delete us at an alarming rate. They don't fail to realize that we're a different manner of people. We fail to realize that.
Right.
You understand? We're separated. The Lord didn't join us together. The Lord separated us. Read on.
Khan. The one people shall be stronger than the other.
The what?
The one people shall be stronger than the other people.
Listen, we don't have to break this down to you, Israel. You know that Blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians, we're the best at everything we do on the planet. You understand? We're even better at being monsters to us than our oppressor is.
Right.
But we learn from our oppressor. You understand? Everything we do, we're the best at. Everything. Why? Because we're stronger than them. Go ahead and read.
And the elder shall serve the younger.
And one day, our oppressors, who was born first, you understand, Esau, the one that's cruelly deleting us at an alarming rate, they're going to serve us. You understand? And listen, it's going to be a beautiful day. Because listen, a lot of people don't want this. This is something that our people don't want. You understand? They can't fathom our oppressors serving us and us being at the top of society. But this is so beautiful, because this is what Sonia Massey needed. If she was at the top of society right now, you understand, this would not have happened. If we was in our land serving our power under our king, under Yahushua, who the world calls Jesus Christ, this would not have happened. You understand? If she knew who to contact, if she knew to contact the ISUPK under Commanding General Yohana, this would not have happened. You understand? Trayvon Martin's family, he would still be here with us today if their parents knew of Commanding General Yohana.
Right.
You understand? George Floyd would still be here if he knew of Commanding General Yohana.
That's right.
Why? Because this is a safe place for Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. It said one people shall serve the other, and the older shall serve the youngest. One day, all of this stuff that's happening to us, the Lord said to repay them double of what they've given to us. One day the tables are going to turn. You understand? Read on.
Come. Verse 24. And when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb.
When her days to be delivered was to be fulfilled, that just means when it was time for her to give birth. You understand? There was 2 boys inside her womb. Go ahead and read.
Come. Verse 25. And the first came out red.
And the first came out what?
And the first came out red.
The first came out red. Go ahead.
All over like a hairy garment.
Who turns red when they get mad? Who's hairy all over like a garment?
Cruelty of our oppressors.
That's the point. They talking about one people on the face of the earth. Esau today has the mark of Cain. This is what the Lord did to Cain. He turned Cain from being dark to white. Now everybody knows who he is. So when Esau came out, he came out red and hairy all over like a hairy garment, just like Cain, just like the mark of Cain. And this is something that I would love to ask the general. You understand? But there's an irony there. The first murder or the first deleting was done by Cain, which gave him the mark. And the one that deletes us today have the same mark.
Right.
You understand? The one that deletes us today at an alarming rate has the same mark that the Lord gave Cain for deleting his brother. Go ahead and read.
And they call his name Esau.
And they called his name what?
And they call his name Esau.
That is the name of the monster that murdered Sonia Massey. It is the name of his forefathers. You understand? And listen, it's videos out there, man, that I'm at the slave listening because I can't watch. I'm listening to the body cam. You understand? Of the backup cop. That's what I'm gonna call him, the backup. I'm listening to the backup, and the whole scene was just he did it in a way to where he was trying to act like he was her friend, like he was there to help her. You understand? And then out of nowhere, here comes the blow. Now out of nowhere, he's afraid of a woman inside her own house. She's 5'1", I believe. Less than 150. You understand? So like, I think I froze up on the screen. Can you still hear me?
Car.
Like it, this internet over here going crazy, jumping around. But she's 5'1", less than 125 pounds, man. And she had to suffer the cruelness of a monster that's he's over 6 foot, over 230 pounds, that portrayed to be there for her when in reality, a black person. His mindset was set. He wanted to unalive someone from the jump.
Right.
He knew there was going to be no love there. He knew that he knew going into that situation that she was going to come out unalived. He knew that. He went in wanting to delete someone, but he made her feel welcomed. He talked to her with a smooth talk to make her feel like she was going to be okay. Here's something that that her child said to her. That she said, her child said that she told her child a while back ago that the cops was going to be the ones to unalive her. This is what she told her child, man. Lo and behold, she's unalive by the cops. Gabar, you got the Salakia Kwam, you got that scripture?
Sir.
Read that out.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 55 and verse 20.
Mm-hmm.
He hath put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him.
He did what?
He hath put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him.
Listen, she was 5'1", if that, less than 150 pounds. What is she gonna do to anybody? Less than 125 pounds. What is she gonna do to anybody? And she had a robe on. They asked her what took her so long to answer the door. She said, "I'm sorry, I was getting dressed." She had a house robe on. And she was cooking. What is she gonna do? She's at peace. She was afraid. She heard someone. She thought she heard someone like creeping in the backyard or in the house or something. So being afraid, she called the cops. And this evil bastard did what? Read that again, Kwam.
Sir. He hath put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him.
Sonia Massey was at peace with everybody, especially the cops. And he put forth his hands to delete her while she was at peace with him. He's a bully. And I'm going to show you what happens to bullies today. You understand? Like, we're going to go through these scriptures and we're going to see what happens to bullies. That evil bastard was a bully. Him going to jail, him going to prison is not justice, man. Magazine, hold Numbers 35 and 33.
Come.
You understand? Like, this is not justice. Him being locked in a cell, he's still breathing. He still get to breathe the air that Sonia Massey don't get to breathe no more. That's not justice. That's not equality.
Slocky, sir.
Khan.
If I may, I don't know if you're familiar with this or seen this on news. It was a devil that he's an ex-military guy. I mean, he was in an apartment complex yelling and screaming at the top of his lungs, and you had the police out here all the time out there, and he was screaming and cussing them out, telling him what he'll do to them, whatever. You know what I mean? But the whole point of that, you know what I mean, they knew that this man needed help, right? And they did not detain this man. They did not.
He's not a threat. He's not a threat.
Right. Hey, Slocky, this man was bigger than all of them, but he ain't no threat. That's crazy. Crazy.
And that shit sparked something. Listen, I'll take you one further. I saw a video where they had to blur everything out of the devil. He's running at the cops with a knife. He's surrounded by cops. He's running at them with a knife with nothing on. That's war tactics, first of all.
Right.
That's something that Hamites do for war. Because that messes up your psyche. And if it messes up your psyche, you're not thinking about him coming to unalive you. You're thinking, why he don't got no clothes on?
Right.
You understand? He's running at all these different cops, and all they're doing, they're backing up and they're telling him to drop the knife. None of them unalived him. But then you have a sister, 5'1", under 125 pounds, cooking in her own home, afraid in her home. She's a threat.
Sad.
She's a threat. Quan, read on up.
He hath broken his covenant.
He did what?
He hath broken his covenant.
Over 100 treaties he signed with the Native Indians, with the First Nation brothers and sisters. He signed over 100 treaties with them, and he broke every one of them. Go ahead and read.
The words of his mouth were smoother than butter.
The words of his mouth was what?
The words of his mouth were smoother than butter.
Listen, what did this cop tell her before he entered the house, man? He made it seem like everything was okay. Everything was peaceful. Listen, I'm at the slave listening to this, priest, getting pissed off. My bosses is coming to me. What's going on? You good? Only if they knew. If they knew. You understand? But I'm sitting there listening to how his smooth words, he tried to make it seem like he wasn't on that type of timing. He tried to make it seem like he legit wanted to help her. Right. You understand? Like he legit wanted to be about cop business, protect and serve. But that was his mind. Protect and serve his people by deleting us. Right. He went there with a mindset to delete a nigga. Go ahead and read.
But war was in his heart.
But what?
But war was in his heart.
This is the problem. This is why we need the truth. This is why we need the Lord. Because we're too busy loving a people who looks at us and thinks of war. They look at us and see danger. Even if it's the smallest baby, do we have to go back in history? Do we have to talk about the Trail of Tears? They look at us and see war. And we look at them and we see a good, wholesome people. When we should look at them the same way they look at us. We should look at them as cruel, evil, diabolical monsters.
Right.
They look at us as just niggas that ain't good for nothing. We should look at them as evil bastards. And every woman should have a man inside that house. And there should be swords all around the house. If you know, you know.
Yeah, right.
And if that was to happen in a house where there's a man there, and the house is full of swords, by law, the water for General Muhammad for breaking this down. By law, a citizen or a backup cop, the number 2, could have unalived that evil monster to save somebody's life. This is in the Constitution of the United States. You understand? This is in the law. By law, someone could have unalived that cop. I pray that happens over here. I pray. You understand? They're going to find out what my name really means. You understand? Magaza, they're going to find out what your name really means. You understand?
Right.
And Lord be with them on that day. You understand? because they're gonna see what their family is gonna feel the pain that we feel. Their people is gonna feel the pain that we feel. You understand? This monster went there with the intent of unaliving a black woman. Come to find out, you understand, there's already been conversation between that family and that cop. Because Sonia Massey she had a mental illness for real. She had just been accepted into a mental institution in St. Louis. The cop didn't care about that. She wasn't white. And because she wasn't white, because she was a nigga, she's a threat. But here's what the Lord said, man. War was in his heart. Go ahead and read.
His words were softer than oil.
His words was what?
His words were softer than oil.
Listen, if you ever change the oil of a car, or you ever put oil inside a car, and you take that dipstick out and you feel how slick and smooth that oil is, it's smooth. And the Lord is comparing our oppressor's words to this, to oil. You understand? The scripture said his words is softer than oil. Go ahead.
Yet they were drawn. Yet were they drawn swords.
Yet bullets was going in Sonia Massey. They did an autopsy. The bullet went in underneath the left eye, and it came out behind the neck. It came out underneath the hairline, but above the shoulders. This was the autopsy. And they're saying, this is why justice have to come from God, man. And not no lawyer that's gonna ask for him to be put in prison for the rest of his life and call that justice. They're saying that is justice. Him being locked away, never seeing the light of day again, which he's gonna see the light of day. You go in prison, there's something called the yard. When you go to the yard, you go outside, you see the light of day. Just because he don't see society, they call that justice. Magazar, read what you got in Numbers. We're going to start to show you justice now.
Colonel McCon, this is the book of Numbers, chapter 35 and verse 33. So ye shall not be slacking. So ye shall not pollute the land wherein you are.
The Lord said you're not supposed to pollute the land where you are. A lot of times you'll see people throwing trash outside the car, and you think that's polluting the land. That's not what this scripture is talking about. Go ahead and read.
For blood it defiled the land.
For blood does what?
For blood it defiles the land.
What did the sister's blood just do? Read that again.
Colonel Khan, for blood it defiled the land.
This sister's blood just defiled this land. And now her blood is screaming out to the Most High for justice. Her blood is doing the same thing Abel's blood did. You understand? Her blood is crying out for justice. It's crying for equality. You understand? Go ahead and read.
And the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein.
Except what?
But by the blood of him that shed it.
But read that again.
Colonel Khan. And the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it.
In order for that land to be cleansed in Illinois, in Springfield, Illinois, in order for that land to be cleansed of Sonia Massey's blood, that cop's blood has to be spilled on the ground. That's the only way. You understand? That evil bastard's blood have to be spilled on the ground. You understand? This is something that people don't like to hear, because people don't like war with our oppressor. You understand? The only way you can get free is through war. You have to go to war. You understand? Listen, y'all see my background. I put that there for a specific reason. This is how we're going to get justice. By thermonuclear warfare. You understand? The blood of our oppressors is going to be spilled, and that's going to cleanse this land. Blood mingled with fire is going to cleanse the land. How beautiful of a day that's going to be when our oppressors' blood get to dance with the fire from these thermonuclear missiles that's going to hit this country.
Goddamn right.
You understand? That's a beautiful day, and it's coming. That day's coming soon. You understand? This is why we tell our people not to vote. What are you voting for? You see a woman, you think she's black, and you're forgetting that she put more niggas in jail than a little bit. She put thousands in jail a year on a yearly basis. And not only that, but she held them there past the time that they were supposed to get out. And you're going to put your trust and faith in her. So we're going to be unalived out here. And the ones of us that's not unalived, we have to go to jail and stay there longer than we supposed to, because that evil, cruel monster wants slave labor.
Shalaki.
Con.
Just because she could make a good pot of collard greens.
and she uses hot sauce on the collard greens. You understand? Like, I literally saw a sister on Facebook. Her argument was that she uses hot sauce. We on Bigo. I'm on Bigo last night with Officer Kazak, Masha Mal, a couple other brothers, Officer Warrior. You understand? And Barack Yala from out of the UK. You understand? We're on Bigo last night. A brother literally came up and said, we have to defend her at all costs. We're looking for a nation to save us that cannot save us. You understand? She's going to be sold too.
Right.
We're going to dance in her blood too. Because she belongs to those nasty, her and that monster that killed Sonia Massey belongs to the same race of people.
Mm-hmm.
Her father's a devil, so does that make her? So you think the unaliving is going to stop because a woman with melanin skin tone is going to be in office? It didn't stop with Obama. So why do you think it's going to stop with her? You understand? The scriptures say blood defileth the land. And the only way that it can be cleansed is if the one who spilled it, if their blood is now spilled. Somebody get me Ezekiel 35. And we can start at verse 2. Gabar, you there?
I don't want. I'm here.
Hey, Lord Christ, let me get Psalms chapter 137. And hold that. Psalms chapter 137, start at verse 7 and hold that. Whoever got Ezekiel can read.
Like this, I got Ezekiel.
Go ahead.
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 35, and verse 2.
Mm-hmm.
Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir.
Set thy face against who?
Set thy face against Mount Seir.
Mount Seir is the place where Esau dwells. You understand? And the Lord said to set the son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir. When you see the ISUPK go out every weekend, week in and week out, we set our face against this filthy, wicked empire. You understand? Against this kingdom. Go ahead and read.
And prophesy against it.
And prophesy what?
And prophesy against it.
Mm-hmm.
And say unto it, thus saith the Lord, behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee.
Listen, every weekend, week out, in all these classes, and when we go to the street corner, we prophesy against these evil monsters, and we tell them the Lord is against them. You understand? For all the cruelness, all the rape, robbery, and murder that they've done, God is against them, man. What did the Lord tell Moses? He said, I heard the cry of the children of Israel, man. I've heard them. You think the Lord didn't hear Sonia Massey's family? Listen, I'm listening to what's going on. I'm listening to the family talk. The auntie said she has to be on the phone with Sonia Massey's daughter nonstop. The daughter wakes up from a nap. She has to call the auntie. The daughter get ready to go to the bathroom. She has to call the auntie. You think the Lord don't see this? You think our King Yahushua, who the world calls Jesus Christ, isn't sitting there in the heavens next to the Most High, pissed off because his people is being deleted? You really think that these monsters are going to get away with this? Read on.
And I will stretch out mine hand against thee.
The Lord said, I'm going to do what?
And I will stretch out my hand against thee.
Listen, there's a day coming where our King is going to crack the sky with 200 million nigga angels. The scriptures say 200,000. You do the math on that, that's 200 million black angels. And they're going to go to war against all these. Why do you think there's a space force out there? You think that's, and not just a space, it's a whole military. They train up there. They train here before they go there, and they train there. What do you think they're training for? They know something from out of this world is going to come in this world. But what they don't know is that what's out of this world that's coming into this world is coming to save niggas.
Right.
They don't know that it's coming to save spics and savages, man. That's what they don't know. But thanks be to God that there is a power that sits up high and he hears our cries, man. Here's something that broke my heart. When Philando Castile was unalived in front of his wife and his daughter, his wife started screaming to the top of her lungs because she just witnessed her husband get deleted in front of her. And what broke me is the daughter in the back seat. She said, don't worry, mama, I got you. She said, I'm here, mama, don't worry. You think God didn't hear that? You think the Lord didn't hear that little girl have to console her mom because the little girl don't understand what's going on? She heard the gunshots go off, but she don't understand. She didn't understand at the time that her father just got deleted off the planet because an evil, cruel monster decided that he wanted to usurp his authority and wake up that day and just kill a nigga, you think God didn't hear that? Here's why we have to flee out of the Christian church. What did Sonia Massey say before she was deleted? I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. If she would have said something like, if you delete me, there's a man named Commanding General Johanna that's going to send soldiers out here. And Lord be with this city.
Mm-hmm.
If she'd have said that, I'm sure she would still be alive. That cop would have said, who's Commanding General Johanna? And all she had to do was say, look him up. Your partner got his gun on me. I'm not doing nothing. Take out your phone. Look up Commanding General Johanna. Look up the ISUPK. But the sister didn't know. She didn't know about a group of niggas that would take care of her. So she had to call a devil. And rest assured, that devil's blood is going to be spilt on this land because this land has to be cleansed. You understand? This land has to be cleansed of her blood. It has to be cleansed of Trayvon Martin's blood. Philando Castile, George Floyd. It has to be cleansed of Marquise McLaughlin's blood. Of Ahmaud Arbery's blood. It has to be cleansed. Of Sandra Bland and Breonna Taylor. The blood has to be cleansed. So the Lord is going to cleanse this land with their blood. Read on.
And I will make thee most desolate.
The Lord said he's going to make Esau most desolate. You understand? If you don't understand, Magazar, look, give me the definition of desolate.
Come.
Let's see what the Lord is talking about when he said, I will make thee most desolate. When he said he's talking to Mount Seir, he's talking to Esau. He's talking to all these so-called red men. The one whose blood shows forth through his skin. The one who unalives us at an alarming rate. You understand? This is what the Lord said. He said, I'm gonna make thee most desolate. Let me know whenever you got it.
Come, I got it.
Go ahead.
Source is Oxford language.
Mm-hmm.
The word is desolate, of a place, desert, of people, and in a state of bleak.
In a state of what?
In a state of bleak.
What is it? Read on some more. Let's see some more on that.
And decimal. Emptiness. That's it on that one.
Listen, the Lord said he's about to make Mount Seir in a state of bleak and empty. This place is going to be uninhabitable when the Lord is done with it. Nobody's going to be able to dwell here. You understand? Read on, Quam.
I will lay thy cities waste.
I will do what?
I will lay thy cities waste.
How is the Lord going to lay Esau's cities waste? Remember, he told this. It's a question to brothers on the stage. Question to the comments. Whoever's in the chat. Remember, Christ told the disciples. He said, "You see these stones? Look at all these buildings. Verily I say unto you, one stone shall not be left upon another." So when we go to camp, we tell people, you see these stones, you see these beautiful tall buildings. I'm telling you, as sure as breath is in my body, there's going to come a day where one stone is not going to be left upon another. How is that going to happen?
It's lucky.
Go ahead.
Nuclear war.
That's the point. That's the point. The way that the Lord is going to lay Esau's cities waste is by thermonuclear warfare. ICBM missiles. Go ahead and read. Hey, you damn right, sis. He's going to delete them. Well said. Go ahead and read.
And thou shalt desolate, and thou shalt be desolate,
And thou shalt be what?
and thou shalt be desolate,
Read on.
and thou shalt know that I am the Lord,
Go ahead.
because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel.
Because thou hast done what?
Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel.
Mothers are get Obadiah and hold it.
Come.
The scriptures say, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel. Because these monsters have had a perpetual hatred towards blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, and towards the Lord, and they've shed the blood of the innocent. They've shed the blood of the Lord's chosen people, man. They shed the blood of blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, the people of God. Read on.
By the force of their sword, and
By
the time
force,
of their
by the force of what?
by the force of the sword,
Go ahead.
in the time of their calamity,
In the time of what?
in the time of their calamity,
In a time where a sister was afraid. And because she was afraid, she called people to see about her. Because she was afraid, she called someone so that her life didn't feel in danger. So she could sleep good at night. But by the force of the sword, they hated her. Read on.
in the time that their iniquity had an end.
Go ahead.
Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord, I will prepare thee unto blood.
Listen, it is a beautiful thing to hear the Lord say, therefore, as I live. That's like the Lord swearing by himself. That's like the Lord saying, listen, I put this on everything. I will prepare you unto blood. You understand? For murdering an unarmed black woman. For not having any regard towards the young or the old, man or woman, or beast. You ask you want to know who the devil is, you go ask the saber-toothed tiger. They're extinct. You ask the platypus. Ask them who the devil is. They'll tell you who the devil is on the earth. It's not someone underground. It's this monster that just unalived our sister.
Right.
Read on.
And blood shall pursue thee.
And blood shall what?
And blood shall pursue thee.
Listen, this is one of my favorite scriptures when dealing with Esau, man. They think they're going to get away with everything that they've done. The Lord said blood is going to pursue them. You understand? Blood is going to chase them. As the Lord live, he's going to prepare them to blood. And blood is going to pursue them. Read on.
Sith, thou hast not hated blood.
Because they didn't hate to spill blood. Because they're not a peaceable people. You understand? Listen. Sis, you are absolutely correct. The minute she said, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus, his spirit came completely out. You understand? But here's the thing. She shouldn't have said that. You understand? She should not have, like, we can't thank Christianity for us losing her. We can thank the Christian church that we lost yet another sister. And listen, I'm listening to the same video at the slave. I found myself praying like Esdras. How long do we have to suffer this as a people? How much longer until you come back and redeem us? How many more of our people have to be unalived? Found myself almost in tears at the slave, thinking about all of our people that constantly drop because of these evil bastards. And I'm sitting there begging the Lord, please come and save us, even if I don't make it. Come and save us. Send your son to go to war with these monsters. How much longer do we have to endure this? You understand? Like this is something it's painful. It's painful to hear. It's painful to see. It's painful all the way around. Go ahead and read.
And blood shall pursue thee. Even blood shall pursue thee.
Even because they chose not to hate blood. They chose not to hate to spill people's blood. The Lord said blood is going to chase after them. He's going to spill their blood. You understand? That's justice. That's equality. It's not them sitting behind bars for the rest of their life. You understand? Equality is she was deleted. Now he has to be deleted. That's equality. A life for a life. You took someone from me. Now I get to take someone from you. Now you can feel how I feel. That's equality. That's justice. Bear with me for 1 second. I want y'all to see this video, man. I want y'all to see this real quick. Salakia Magazar, let me know if I'm coming in clear, if you can see it. Salakia Priest, you can see it?
Not yet. There you go.
He's a now former police officer charged with murder after shooting a woman in her kitchen. Now we are hearing audio of Sean Grayson being berated by his bosses when he worked at a previous Illinois police department. On the bombshell tapes, a chief deputy is heard telling Grayson he is a liar who shouldn't even be wearing a uniform. Amber Cogliano has our report, and we warn you, the video is hard to watch. New details are emerging about the disgraced deputy who is charged in the murder of Sonia Massey, which has sparked outrage across the USA. Audio has surfaced of 30-year-old deputy Sean Grayson being verbally reprimanded by his supervisor when he worked for another Illinois County Sheriff. Sheriff's Department.
7 months on. How are you still employed by us? I don't know.
His integrity is also questioned.
Others will say you have no integrity and you're lying. I'm calling you on your integrity. How does that make you feel? I'm learning from it. I don't get angry. If we can't trust what you say and what you see, we can't have you in our uniform.
Grayson just takes it in as the supervisor reams him out for mishandling a traffic case.
The sheriff and I will not tolerate lying and deception. And I have told you that I have zero tolerance for stretching the law. Because when you have officers that stretch the law, they will get caught. They will get prosecuted.
The audio was recorded in 2022 when Grayson worked for the Logan County Sheriff's Department. He has held 6 different law enforcement jobs since 2020. Grayson was also kicked out of the U.S. Army following a DUI conviction in 2016. Grayson was working for the Sangamon County Sheriff's Department when 36-year-old Sonia Massey called 911 to report a possible prowler outside her home in Springfield. The encounter escalated into tragedy when Massey went into the kitchen to turn off a pot of boiling water. Grayson has been indicted on first-degree murder. He has pleaded.
Listen, hey, that's hard to watch, man. Very hard to watch. Go ahead.
How this damn devil had 6 different jobs in within 4 years. How do he continue to be in uniform? It's what bothering me. Because this is not the first incident. How he's able to continue to get another job with the same force. Damn.
Let me help you out. Here's a question that I have for you. The Roman Catholic Church, when they're assaulting those little boys, how are they able to be pulled off of one place and placed into another place?
Is it because they're own people?
That's the point. They're at the top of society.
Right.
America needs a sheriff like that to remind niggas why you need to stay in line. You understand?
God.
The problem is we're too busy loving them. We care about. You remember the movie Life?
God.
You remember when Ray and Claude went into that store and she said, They said, how much is it to turn that whites only pie into nigger pie? We care too much about the whites only pie. We don't care enough about us. You understand? Commanding General Yohana has been teaching this since the 80s. Since the 80s. The ISUPK has been telling us to separate since 1969. And here we are in 2024. Still loving our oppressor.
Right.
Still saying we're going to get justice. And our justice is you'll never see the light of day again. You're going to sit in prison for the rest of your life. And then you get to go and say, we're equal. I got equality. I got justice. Listen, with these evil bastards, our justice is going to have to come from something supernatural. It's going to have to. You understand? It's going to have to come from a power that's not of this world. And if it don't come from a power not of this world, we'll be stuck here being unalived by these bastards for another 400 years. We need God to save us. Get me Ezekiel 11:5. There's a video, right? Another video that I saw on my break. He went to court for something already. And they asked him, how did he plead? And of course, we know what he said already. He said, I'm not guilty. He don't see himself as guilty. You understand? He don't care that he just unalives a black woman. He don't give a damn. He feel accomplished. He feel like he completed a mission. You understand? He don't care that he just spilled the blood of the innocent.
Right.
You know who does? God cares. The Lord cares. Because Sonia Massey belonged to God. She was a part of his chosen people. You just touched the apple of his eye. Go ahead and read that,
Colonel Khan. This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 11 and verse 5.
Mm-hmm.
And the Spirit of the Lord fell upon me.
Salakia, give me Salakia, Zechariah 11:5. Salakia.
Colonel Khan.
And right after that, you know where we're going. Straight to Obadiah. We're going straight to Obadiah.
Said 11 and 5.
Khan.
It's the book of Zechariah, chapter 11, verse 5. Whose possessors slay them.
Whose possessors do what?
Slay them.
Go ahead.
And hold themselves not guilty.
This is what just happened. This monster just slayed our sister. Just deleted her. Just unalived her. He expired our sister. And now he don't feel like he's guilty. You watch the video. He literally said his backup was like, I have to go get the med kit. He told his backup, don't do it. There's no reason to. It's a headshot.
Right.
When you shoot someone, you're supposed to go get the med kit because your job is to try to save their life. When the ambulance got there, they said she was still gasping for air. That's the cruelty of our oppressor. She's in the kitchen. He's far away from her. He said she threw boiling hot water at him. Can someone please explain to me? If you saw something different than what I saw, explain to me where the hot boiling water was thrown at him. Maybe I got on glasses, but maybe your eyes work different than mine. I saw the sister crouch down out of fear.
Right.
Hence the bullet going underneath the eye and down through the back of her neck. And him shooting in a downward angle. He wanted to unalive our sister. He wanted to. Give me Obadiah.
Khan.
Gabar, drop what you got. Get Isaiah 14 and 21.
Salaki.
Khan.
Which verse?
3.
Khan. This is a book of Obadiah. Obadiah, chapter 1 and verse 3.
Salakia, 10.
Khan. This is the book of Obadiah, chapter 1 and verse 10.
Mm-hmm.
For thy violence against thy brother Jacob.
For what?
For thy violence against the brother Jacob.
For all the rape, robbery, and murder. For all the deleting. For the unaliving. That these monsters have consistently do to blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. Read on.
Shame shall cover thee.
Read that again.
Shame shall cover thee.
Go ahead.
And thou shalt be cut off forever.
For this monster, because he decided to unalive a unarmed black woman, shame is going to cover him. How is shame going to cover him? The Lord is going to spill his blood. The same, we're going to see just like what real justice look like. Coming soon. Listen, in the ISUPK, we urge all blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, sit back, get your popcorn. Because what's getting ready to come to the United States of America, the land of the free, the home of the brave, what's getting ready to come here is going to be something only seen in a movie.
Right.
And it's going to be beautiful. You're going to see a lot of deleting, a lot of expiring is going to happen. And you'll be able to look outside your door and see it's the same man that unalived your family laying right there on the street, lifeless. And you'll be able to look up into the sky and say, thank you, God. Justice has finally come to my house. That's equality. That's equality. You understand? That's what we look for. We don't look for equality. We don't say, oh, I want to be equal. I want justice. Hands up, don't shoot. And go marching, chanting, hands up, don't shoot. We don't go marching, chanting, no justice, no peace. Only to give them peace a month later.
Right.
We give them, in the ISUPK, we give them hell 24/7, 7 days a week. Non-stop. They're going to hear a nigga say, God is going to sell you to me, and I'm going to sell your baby to my brother. And if you get out of line, I might delete you. Or I might force you to have another child so I can sell to my sister across the country. Her and her family deserves some more slaves. And I'm feeling generous today. That's equality. When I can go into your neighborhoods, you call me because you're afraid, and I can delete you. Now you know how Sonia Massey's family feel. Now you can empathize with them. You can show real empathy because you really feel their pain.
Right.
You understand? Read on.
Khan, verse 11. In the day that thou stoodest on the other side.
Drop to verse 18.
Khan, verse 18. Shlaki. And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame.
Go ahead. That's the northern and southern kingdom. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians together. Read on.
And the house of Esau for stubble.
For what?
For stubble.
What does that mean? The house of Esau for stubble. What is that?
Shalaki.
Khan.
I have the definition for it.
Go ahead.
The source is Oxford language. The word is stubble. The cut of stalks of grain plants left sticking out of the ground after the grain in the harvest.
After what?
After the grain of the harvest.
So this is what. Thank you, sis. She said waste. That's stubble. You understand? The Lord said the house of Esau for stubble. After read that again. Read that definition again? Lord is so poetic, man. You want to know who the best poet is ever to do this? We talking about the greatest entity to ever live. The Lord gave us a beautiful book. You understand? And we get to read how poetic he is in giving us justice.
Right.
You understand? He's so poetic, we got to look up what he's saying. You understand? It hit different when your salvation comes from on high. Go ahead.
The cut of stalk of grain plants left sticking out of the ground after the grain is harvested.
Any more on that?
La, sir.
Listen, that's what stubble is, man. The Lord said in the house of Esau for stubble. You understand? The house of Esau is going to be a waste place. Go ahead and read.
Khan. And they shall kindle in them.
And they shall do what?
And they shall kindle in them. Kindle.
Go ahead.
And devour them.
And do what?
And devour them.
Listen, this is a beautiful day, man. The Lord said in a different verse, he said, I will lay my vengeance. A lot of times, a lot of people like to say, well, you can't get mad. You can't do. The Lord said vengeance is his. The Lord said, I will lay my vengeance by the hand of my children, Israel. You understand? So-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians are going to show the Lord's vengeance. You understand? And we're reading about it. Read on.
And there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau.
Go ahead.
And the Lord have spoken it.
For I have spoken this.
For the Lord has spoken it.
Listen, we're reading the King James Version of the Bible. In every church, in every hotel. This is the Lord's words, man. The Lord said the house of Esau is going to be stubble, and they're not going to be any remaining. That means from the youngest, newest born baby to the oldest man or woman. they're going to get deleted, for the Lord spoke it. What a beautiful day that's going to be, where you don't have to see no devils walking around this planet Earth no more. You understand? Gabal, you got that in Isaiah?
Kind of a little con, sir. I got it.
Go ahead and read at verse 21, chapter 14, verse 21.
All right. Isaiah chapter 14 and 21. Prepare slaughter.
Read that again.
Prepare slaughter for his children.
The Lord said, prepare slaughter for his children. You understand? The children believe that they're going to get away free, that they didn't do nothing wrong, so they shouldn't have to pay. But the Lord said to prepare slaughter for his children, meaning what? Your sons and your daughters are gonna get ready to go to World War III. Somebody's going to delete your children because you deleted someone else's children. You deleted someone else's child, so someone gets to delete yours. The Lord said, prepare slaughter for his children. Read on.
For the iniquity of their fathers.
For the what?
For the iniquity of their fathers.
For the sins of the fathers. The Lord said, prepare slaughter for the children. Meaning what? You have to pay for the crimes of your fathers. Just because your father died, he committed a heinous act and he died, and nobody sentenced him on earth. Just know the Lord sentenced him, and the children has to pay. You understand? And they have to pay with their lives. The Lord said, prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their father. Why? Read on.
That they do not rise, nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities.
The Lord don't want to see them walking the earth anymore. This is a future prophecy. The Lord don't want them on the earth anymore. Right. For all the mass unaliving, for the rape, robbery, and murder, the countless bodies that drop. The Lord is tired of seeing them on the planet. And guess what? Me too. It's going to be a beautiful day when we ain't got to see a white man walking the earth. I don't have to walk in fear of my life no more. My sisters don't have to walk in fear of their lives. They don't have to wake up and go to the slave and come back home wondering, is this the day that they get deleted? You understand? But here's what we have to do. Magazar, get me Exodus 23 and 22. There's something that we as Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians have to do. If you're truly tired of being deleted, if you're truly tired of being last hired, first fired, and then not only that, not only being at the bottom of the food chain ain't enough. You understand? It's not enough for our oppressor. If you're tired of having to worry about your lives, Magazar read.
Colonel Wakam, it's the book of Exodus, chapter 23 and verse 22.
Mm-hmm.
But if thou shalt indeed obey his voice.
If we obey the voice of the Lord again, there was one time we did, and we had the kingdom of heaven under King David, and it was glorious. He had to go to war to get it, and he got it, and it was beautiful in the Lord's eyes. We're going to have to go to war for the kingdom of heaven. The scriptures say the kingdom of heaven suffering violence, and the violent take it by force. You understand? You have to wrestle. We wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, the rulers of darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. You know how you obey his voice? By not conforming to the ways of the world.
Right.
By obeying God. You understand? Stop eating pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. I know you like it. I know it tastes good to you. You understand? The Lord said, I would that you have life and life more abundantly. He wants you to live more than you want you to live.
Right.
All you got to do is obey him. Read on.
And do all that I speak.
And do all that he speak. Keep the law. It's not grievous. It's not hard. It's not a hard thing to do. That's love. It's the least we can do. Is obey God.
Right.
That's the least we can do. Obey our power. Come back to our culture. The Lord said if we obey his voice and do all he speak, read on.
Then I will be an enemy unto thine enemies.
Read on.
And an adversary unto thine adversaries.
And listen, how we need the Lord to be an enemy to our enemies. And we need him to be an adversary to our adversaries. One thing that everybody on the planet Earth knows except for us, they know that there is one power that you are Salakia, that you are supposed to fear. And that's the God of the Israelites. They know we're the only ones on the planet Earth whose power is living. Our God is alive and well, and they know that. Here's why they don't have to fear him now. Because we don't fear him. If we decide to fear the Lord and obey him, then he will save us again. He'll save us like he did before. And we won't think about Egypt no more. But we'll say, blessed be the Lord that delivered us out of the land of the north. You understand? With that, pass the class over to Priest and Officer Magazar.
Khan, clap it up. Right. 1 second, y'all. Bear with me. Okay, ISUPK security announcement. Rules for new brothers and sisters. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to learn and shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, they are to seek counsel from the heads. They are to seek counsels from the heads. Tithes, which is a commandment. Numbers 18 and 21. And Malachi 3, 8 through 10. Means 10th in the Hebrew. Ma'ashra. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Give it to General Mayat or the teacher. Priest fund. Free will offering. Not mandatory. Whatever amount you would like. Upholding convocation is the memorial blowing of the trumpet. You want to say something on that, sir?
Just make sure if you're not sure where to celebrate that at, you understand how to properly celebrate it, just look up ISUPK and a zone near you, where everywhere around the world, you understand, make sure you're there. Make sure you're there to celebrate it. This is how we get out of this land. You understand this is part of obeying the Lord. Go ahead, Salaki.
Khan. If everyone wants to become a trooper in the school, start wearing all black. Boots, shirt, pants, headbands, and scarves. And with that, I said, Amijam, we're going to set up a courtesy salute to the teacher of the class. Men of Israel, Amijam Shabbat, Amijam, Barak, Yahweh
Yahweh Shabbat.
Ajimta, sisters may stand. We're going to set up a courtesy salute to the sisters of the class. Men of Israel, Amijam Shabbat, Amijam, Barak, Yahweh Majimta, class is missed.
Hey, Shalom, Israel.
Shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom, Israel.